What's up, it's your boy KC. How y'all doing? I want to talk about the video game world and what we can do to make it better. A couple of things I would eliminate from the video game world, which is the cut and paste things, the copy and paste video game aspect in the video game world these days. Every game looks exactly the same. There's no creativity. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, all that stuff looks exactly the same. There's nothing different about any of these games. There's no creativity in it anymore. You can refresh these franchises and do something different with them. But it's just being lazy. That's all it is. All these companies want to do is, well, this game worked the first time, so let's just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it until it gets old. And it's been old. It's been old. Another one I would eliminate from the thing is the way that they take franchises and they change it from what the fans like it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I just said some franchises get old, and yes, they do. But if nobody has a problem with that franchise, like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, we loved being eaten alive by zombies or killed by dudes with giant knives and stuff like that. We love the aspect of being trapped in a mansion with limited ammo and herbs to heal yourself. And they changed it. They changed all that. They handed out the franchises to other people. They screwed it up badly. And it's like, go back to what we liked about it. You know what I'm saying? I loved Resident Evil 4. It's one of my favorites. But that was something new that they did. But they could have did something else. Go back to what made it good. Resident Evil 5 sucks. It's a hit and miss. Some people like it, some people hate it. I can't stand the game. It's in the daytime. They took away everything that made Resident Evil great, and they made it into an action shooter. You know, and then Resident Evil 6, God knows what that is. It's just a cluster of, you know, I don't know what the hell it is. It's an action game, you know, Gears of War type thing. And I think that was dirty for Capcom to fool us like that. You know, giving us Leon's campaign and the demo, making us think that you guys went back to what made Resident Evil great. Then when we buy the game, the rest of the game sucks. Shame, Capcom. But yes, if the fans tell you, listen, this is what we want our games to be like, you need to listen to us. Stop doing, oh, we'll do it and you'll like it. Another thing I would eliminate from the video game world is fanboyism. And this whole thing started back when Nintendo versus Sega Genesis. Nintendo 8 bits, Sega Genesis 16 bits. That's where fanboyism started. I say just play games. Nobody gives a shit if a video game system has better resolution than another one. You know what I'm saying? The problem with a lot of people, they're up here cursing at each other and calling each other names and wanting to fight each other over a preference of a video game system. That is ridiculous. A bunch of grown-ass people arguing about stuff like that. Who gives a shit, you know, about the hardware? I buy games. I play games. I don't care what system it's for. The Wii U has Bayonetta 2 coming out. So I'm going to go get that because I want to play it. It's exclusive for that system. I love PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? I like all that. You know, yeah, I don't like the Xbox One not because of the system itself, it's because what Microsoft was trying to do to the people when it comes to the system. All the restrictions and all the bullshit red tape that they had before bringing this system out. I'm like, why would I spend money on a system that I have to do all that stuff for? And yeah, they changed it right now. But I'm not saying, oh, Xbox sucks. I like the Xbox 360. I like Xbox products. It's just that I've always, you know, the games that I wanted to get was mostly for the PS3. That's why I have a PS3. But if something comes along that's only for Xbox or Xbox 360 or the Xbox One, I'll get it. Because I want to play that game. It doesn't have anything to do with how much memory a system holds or the resolution. Who cares? I just play games. And you got these wars. It's not a religion. If anybody says something bad about your preference, you want to curse at them and call them names and stuff? You want to act immature and all that? Come on, man. Grow the hell up. Just play games, I say. Let it go. Another thing I would eliminate is the fact that you have parents and other people blaming video games for kids' bad behaviors or crazy behaviors. Bullshit. If, I played Mortal Kombat my whole life. I've been playing since I was a little kid. You don't see me out in the street pulling people's hearts out. If your kid is dumb enough to go out there and do something that he or she sees in a video game, your kid wasn't all there to begin with. Your kid was crazy long before that. And I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but you can't blame video games for that. I played Grand Theft Auto. You didn't see me stealing people's cars? Get real, man. Maybe it's the way you raise your child. Maybe you didn't explain to your kid, what's right and what's wrong. If a kid is dumb enough, I seen, for example, I seen Kratos freaking rip somebody's head off. I'm gonna try that. Your kid is crazy. That kid needs therapy. That kid should be locked away somewhere. Like Mankind in the basement. Only bring it out to play piano or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But bottom line is, take responsibility for your children and stop blaming other things like music and video games and all that stuff, because it has nothing to do with that. Another thing I would eliminate is this high ass $60 price tag that they keep putting on these games that are not even worth $60. I mean, video games have always been high, like the $50. It used to be $50 for the cartridges and all that stuff. But come on, let's get real. We're in a recession. People don't have money like they should, like they used to. And then you want to come out with these games that look exactly like the last games, and you put the $60 price tag on it? No. Even the PS Vita games and Nintendo 3DS, $40? $40 for a little chip like that? You gotta be kidding me, man. I think you would sell more the cheaper the games are. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. You expect somebody to come out of pocket if they see, here's the new Call of Duty game. It's exactly like the last one, but it's $60 and it sits right next to the same game that's $60. Come on, man. That's why the video game markets are drying up, because people don't have money to keep buying that. That's way too high. Way too high. In fact, I think all video games should be $40 or $30. I mean, because you charge up the ass for the systems. You know what I'm saying? This system's $500. This is $600 and all that stuff. No. I don't think so. That's why I always play the waiting game. I always wait until stuff comes down, then I go buy it. Another thing I would eliminate from the video game world is the fact that people always feel that fighting games and survival horror games don't exist when it comes to a genre, just because RPGs may be more famous, just because they feel that Pokemon games may be more famous. There are crowds. And I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about video game companies in itself that feel that these genres, that they're not good. That nobody cares about it. Get real. If nobody cared about side-scrollers, would they be complaining about Metroid and Mega Man? We're telling you, this is what we want. No, not everybody wants to play Call of Duty. Not everybody gives a crap about that franchise. Stop basing what genres are going to be based on what a crowd likes. Because when you start doing that, you start to lose a lot of your fans. You got to go back to people like Resident Evil, people like, Devil May Cry, people like Mega Man and Metroid. Not everybody wants a shooter. You can't base your mentality based on one crowd. That's the one thing that I don't like. Capcom, Square Enix, all of them want to make their games like like one franchise. Oh, we want to cater to the Call of Duty franchise, the Call of Duty people. Who cares? We don't want that. I don't want it. Because if you turn Resident Evil into that, I'll just quit playing video games, dude. Seriously. That's what I think would make the video gaming world much, much better. If we got rid of these things, things would be so much better. You know, things would be so much better. More creativity, less price tags. Get rid of fanboys. Any way you think you can do it. One more thing that I can add on to that is when we sign petitions, a lot of people sign petitions to have games remade or to have sequels to a game. Why don't you just do it? You know what I'm saying? You get thousands, millions of signatures. Listen, we want this game. But yet you go on and you bring out whatever you want to bring out. And then you wonder why things don't work. People are not going out and buying it. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, a remake of Resident Evil 2, a remake of Final Fantasy 7. We asked you for that, or we asked you to port games to systems that you just don't want to do. It's been what, almost 2 years? Actually, it's been 2 years, and there's not a Resident Evil on the PS Vita. So you stick a middle finger in the PS Vita fans because you don't want to bring that out. Bad idea. Do what we tell you to do when we tell you to do it. It's your boy KC. Later.